I'm Dilbagh Singh and I'm an educator. At the moment I'm doing community service. I'm in the Central Sikh Gurdwara Board. Our very good footballer, Fandi was my student.
Oh, really?
In Srangoon Garden Secondary School. Go and learn in the morning, teach in the afternoon.
Oh, you started teaching immediately?
Yes, because there was shortage of teachers. I'm a very happy man. I'm happy indeed. That's why I probably have lived at this life. I always wanted to be a teacher.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did my O-levels. My results were not so good because I had come from India, you know.
Oh, you came?
I was 14 years old when I came from India.
Which year was that?
1956.
1956.
Though born in Singapore, went back to India, studied there.
You were born in Singapore?
Yes, in 1942.
And you went?
To Punjab, India in 1946.
And then?
Then stayed there, studied there until 1955. My grandfather was also civil servant. My father was also a civil servant. So my father stayed back with my mother in Singapore, but my grandfather took us back to India.
Why? What was the reason?
He was a bit very upset with the Japanese occupation.
I see.
He had a very tough time. You know, during the Japanese occupations, there was not enough food even. So he felt that at least if I go back, we are a farming community, I would have enough food.
That was during the partition, right?
Yes, we went exactly at the time when the partition. I have seen bodies floating in the canal.
How old were you then?
I was 5.
You must have been a traumatic.
It is traumatic. The reason why I had to come back and then, my grandfather passed away. So my father went from here, said that he would bring us back, my 2 sisters and I, then we came. I couldn't get into a school because the English was not there.
Okay, then.
So I entered a private school called the Kalamagal Primary School.
What happened?
Because I had to study English, then I had a tuition. My dad asked, somebody to come and teach. So learn. And then from there I moved on to St. Gabriel's.
St. Gabriel's Secondary
School. After that, I did my A-levels. I didn't do too well, and but I applied to a job. You know what? I had few offers. They wanted me to be an interpreter because my Punjabi was very good and English. And then I was also offered a telecoms job. So I told them I refused. You see, I just want to be a teacher. They said you can apply for teaching. Then I got the teaching job. Those days called the Teachers Training College, TTC.
Which year?
1966. I joined as a primary school teacher. Go and learn in the morning, teach in the afternoon. We have to report at 8 o'clock, 8 to 12, then come back, then 1 o'clock report for duty to teach. So it was a real hard life. People don't realize now. You'll be surprised how much was paid. First year was $160.
Oh, okay.
Second year 170, then 180 third year. And when you pass from the TTC, then you go up to 345 or something like that. It was enough. Coffee used to be 10 cents or 15 cents. Bus trip was about 20 cents, I think. That time the teachers training college was 3 times a week, not every day, you see. So that gave some
breather.
Some breather, yeah. Primary schools, I taught everything. I taught English, math, science.
What about PE also?
PE as well. Because you are trained as well, PE. Saturday also was a school day. See, then I had to do my national service. So we teach in the morning, evening go for training. 3 times a week at up to 10 o'clock, I think it was about 6 months,
Oh, 6 months. After that?
Then we graduate, then become policeman, full policeman. I was attached to Paileba police station that time. I went overseas to do my degree. 77, I left in 77, asked for leave to go and study overseas. So my specialty was history, and I learned history and geography for 2 years. Then I was posted to a secondary school. I think I had $400-500 raise. Yeah, I came back. I had to apply.
So you have to apply for increment.
I had to apply to go to be put on the graduate scale. You see.
Oh, okay.
And I had to go for PSC interview for that.
Why is that?
That is the system.
Public Service Commission.
Public Service Commission. And I was shocked. There were 8, 10 of them there.
Okay.
The first time they introduced the course called the Principal's Course.
Principal's course, okay.
Training to who wants to be principals. So I applied for it. And then you are also attached to a principal for 8 weeks, I think. You shadow the principal.
Everywhere he or she goes?
Yes, everywhere. She attends a meeting, you attend a meeting. If he is giving a talk, you're also there. If he is disciplining somebody, you're also there.
Posted.
I was posted with Talok Rao's secondary. I visited the school with the inspector. The center must be the student, not anybody else. And you believe in them. You must believe in them. And I tell you, they rise to the occasion. As I was telling you earlier, the people thrown from other schools don't want to take. He said, I would have either killed somebody or I would have been killed. That was he says, it's not for him. He was referring to me. So the teacher told me, look, Mr. Singh, have a look at it this way. All can change and all can learn. They need a second chance or third chance even. If we try, I'm sure. Of course, there will be some who will go wayward. That doesn't matter. But we must give it a go. One needs to be very open-minded and willing to, as you mentioned earlier, willing to take risk. If you find somebody you think is not good or may create problems or challenges, give the person a second chance. Because people change. People change because I have seen myself, many students change.